kids. So I just remember when Walt was in the room, the atmosphere, it was just the energy in the atmosphere was there. And, he kind of demanded respect, but it was almost like a fatherly figure where you didn't want to let Walt down.
Very charismatic, very optimistic, but the job's not done. You got to keep working, keep getting better. That he had that way to bring everyone together, bring the community together. Whether you get in your elementary school or your middle school lifting weights, or you were on the team.
Well, he was able to plug into that and give us some very concrete life advice through football. And he was, I don't even know how old he was, but I remember thinking that, wow, this guy's really old for a coach right now. The things I remember is his passion, and he was just lit up all the time, even though he was an older guy. And I remember respecting him. It just seemed like he was enjoying life, even though I didn't think that he even knew that we needed to punt every time when it was fourth down. I just think that he had this passion for life. He had this ability of teaching us life lessons through the game, and he cared. You felt like he actually cared about you, more so off the field than on the field in a lot of ways.
Walt was instrumental in so many kids' lives. And I think the reason he was is because he really cared. But Walt really cared about the kids, and the kids knew that. And some of these kids didn't have someone at home to care for. Walt was a parent to a lot of kids. He loved a lot of kids. And I think that's why I still remember Walt and why he holds such a dear place in my heart.
He had such a way of including everyone that he can interpret that message several different ways. But I think it was he wasn't talking about necessarily physical toughness. It was the stay with it, don't quit. And keep your head down, and one day you'll look up and you'll be happy you went through it and learned a lot about both yourself and life.
After we lost our third game, so we were 1-2, Walt went in the locker room and he wrote a 6 on the board and he circled it. And he said, we have to win the next 6 games to go to the playoffs. And that's really all he said after the game. He just wrote a 6 on the board and he circled it and he walked away. And we were just kind of sitting there thinking, geez, what does that mean? So each game, we won the next game, so he wrote a 5. The next game he wrote a 4. So we actually won the next 6 games, went to the playoffs, had a really good year that year. But yeah, I think in life, it's not about, for these kids that are going through tough times. I think everyone goes through tough times. I just think having the perseverance to continue to get up and fight. And also, I think just cherishing each day. I think Walt was really good about cherishing each day and getting up early and being productive. Mm-hmm. Obviously, all the Walt quotes. Someone would be talking in the back of the room, and he'd say, stop selling seed corn, and all those things. But there were so many funny things that he said, and I think he said the same things for so long that we all know the Walt quotes. Everything from I know the back roads to the dome, to tough times don't last, mm-hmm. Tough people do. We all know that one. But the one thing I think that stuck in my head that Walt said a lot was do the little things right. And I think that's so true in life. I just think it's taking it one day at a time, and I think that quote is very true, though. Mm-hmm. Tough times don't last, because they really don't. There's seasons in life that are tough, but you get up and you fight.
The thoughts that Coach Fiegel and the foundation continue to preach with tough times, with going home and telling your mother you love her, and don't forget where you come from. That support you've had from your family, from your friends, the community. As those that have been through it, you go down to life post high school and you go in college and into workforce. It's a period of a lot of adjustments. I would just encourage them to keep those thoughts about tough times and your family and the community in the back of your head.
Yeah, I think, tough times don't last, tough people do. That's one of the quotes that I think has always, stuck with me throughout time, and that came from Walt. And yeah, he was an amazing guy.
Legacy, I guess I'd have to say that, very short, but that he really cared. Because, if you care for people and care for kids, they'll never forget it, without a doubt.